Death is not the worst thing that could happen, because death is, it's just the ending. Everyone's gonna die, and you gotta acknowledge that. I sometimes cope and say I'm gonna be the first person ever to live to like 1,000 years old, but even then, when I think about this, like I wouldn't even fucking want to do that, right? But this fear of death, it doesn't even make any sense when you really start to put any thought to it, because it's like fearing that the sun will come up. Like, this shit gonna happen. And so the only valid fear in my eyes, not only valid, but like a more valid fear, is to fear wasting your one life. Like, I never really even thought about it, especially when I was younger, but it's like time always just keeps going. Whether you have good days or bad days or whatever, like time just always, it will always just keeps going. And it doesn't make sense to fear that time ending unless you actually like make good use of it. And good use doesn't mean, make a high performing business and sell this and do that. Making good use is just enjoying your time. And I think it's easy to think that enjoying your time is related to buying nice stuff and going to big places and, you know, acquiring a bunch of good, like, I say good, but like materialistic things. When in reality, the best times I've ever had was only because of other people. And this is coming from someone, I'm not sure if you're like me, right? But this is coming from someone, I've always struggled to keep close relations with anybody, whether it's been coworkers or my closest friends, even, right, or just friends I've known, even family. I've always felt like I was defunct, like I was just like messed up in the factory, because everybody around me, they love their family, they love their friends, and it's not even to say I don't love them, because I do. Like, I love everybody, and I always try and be this, stand up guy, but you know, the time is best spent with people near, like close to you, and I just think it's a waste of time to not realize impacting people, or especially just being there for people. That shit means more than money ever will. Like, the only reason I ever wanted to get money, and I realized this just a little while ago, but my reasoning for wanting to get rich ever since I was very young was so I could help my family and be the person in my family that just, if this comes up and anyone needs this, I'll just give it to them. But what I neglected this whole time, again, I'm 22 years old, so I'm not super old, but, my nephews call me Unc, but it's just, I put so much emphasis on the money aspect that I've been lacking almost all my life in the relations aspect. Like, with just everyone around me, I just seem to fail and fail and fail. And so I'm telling you, kind of like pleading to you, right? If you, especially if you're younger than me, but shit, even if you're older than me, like maybe this is a wake up call. Stop putting so much focus on trying to get rich. Stop putting so much focus on trying to get this idealized version of success. Because whether you want to believe it or not, again, you're probably like me in the sense of you think grinding is gonna fix all your problems. That shit does not fix all your problems. And sometimes it makes it worse. Like, you don't realize the time that you're spending putting in this work. If your goal is to help your family out, start by being there for them. Like, just showing up, like just being reliable, by being someone that, like, in your family people are like, "Oh, he'll help me. He'll help me." And this isn't to say don't grind, right? You know, don't spend a lot of time grinding. It's just to say make your time valuable. Like, not just, oh, I'm going to keep dumping all my time into progress and work, because then you become this very, very shallow person. And personally, like, just being completely honest with you, like, this is something I'm still working through now, like, especially now, because I just kind of realize it more and more every day. Because, like, shit, I wake up and go to sleep thinking about YouTube. And there's a lot of days that pass, bro. Like, I barely even speak to anybody. And it sounds like very, like, hermity, or like a neat, but it's just like I'm addicted to seeing any type of progress. As soon as I post a video, bro, I keep reloading my YouTube shorts. Not my YouTube shorts, my YouTube studio. And it's just like, I even know at this point that most of this shit don't happen for a couple of days. Like a video could reach like 5 views in a week, and then the next week hit, a 10,000. But I'm just so addicted at the moment, especially to just making it, to like getting ahead, to getting to where I want to be in life. And that's not to say I feel like I'm wasting my time grinding, because I really don't. I really don't feel like I'm wasting my time grinding. It sounds like ironic, but it is to say I'm acknowledging that with using my time for trying to make progress, for trying to grind, this shit, like, I'm just lacking a lot in different departments. And honestly, maybe this video is going a different direction, because truthfully, I don't know what the proper ending would be. Like, I know a lot of people want to say balance, like, oh, you have to have balance in your life. But at the same time, it's like you can't become a one percenter, or someone that, has complete success, if you try and make your life the most balanced as possible. I mean, like, it's possible, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I just feel like I'm somebody, especially, that I can hyper focus and hyper lock in on one thing, but as soon as I got a whole plate of things to deal with, bro, this shit like falls apart. Like in college, I was fine with the three things that I was doing, right? Being, school, obviously, because I was in college. The job I was working at the time, I was only working like 20 hours a week. And on top of that, I would, do stuff on the side. Like, I was really trying to get into web development and selling Shopify sites and stuff. Like, I'm still good at that. I might even make a channel for that. Like, I love Shopify. I love business in general. But those were my three things. And the thing was, right, I went to a college where I was very far away from my family or any of my relatives. And I just, you know, I spent all my time doing these three things, so focused on only these three things. I never really called my folks. I never, called even my little brother, my older brother. And I just, like, even now I think about it and I feel fucking terrible, like, because I was putting all this focus, all this emphasis on stuff that I thought that in the long run would get me closer with them, not realizing, time just keeps going. Like, just because you're grinding, you're not grinding in isolation, bro. You're not like in the time freezer chamber like Goku was, bro. Like, you're not in this locked in zone. Like, you are in life still, and you have to be able to say, okay, I'm gonna spend my time doing this so I can have this return in my life. So if there's one thing I can really, suggest to y'all, it's like, don't stop grinding. Don't stop trying to get what you want, because really that's a bigger fear in my life than dying. Like, not, going for what I want, not even getting it, but just not going for what I want. I just feel like that's death. And and the main thing I suggest, sorry, I'm going off like on a tangent, but the main thing I suggest is just spend more conscious time reaching out to people. Spend more conscious time showing up for people. Like, stop waiting for people to be like, oh, I need help with this, I'm struggling with this. Just show up and be like, hey, Brand, what's going on? And if there's anything bad, be ready for it. Be like, oh, yeah, dude, I can do this. That's the secret of becoming someone people fucking love, bro. And this isn't like one of those, oh, make everyone love you type of videos. Like, no, I don't. Who gives a fuck if everybody loves you? It's more like the people in your life that you can show up for. Show up for. Put conscious time, the same way you can make a calendar, a Google Calendar, and be like, oh, I gotta wake up at 7 a.m., go to the gym, and then I gotta do this for my business. Fuck all that shit, bro. Like, make conscious time to call your mom. Make conscious time to call your dad. Make conscious time to call your brothers or sisters or your homies, right? Make conscious time to spend with your girl, right? Or spend with your partner, whatever. Spend with your grandparents. Like, it's still kicking it, bro. Like, time just keeps going. Time just keeps going, and the only real important part of it, again, in my opinion, but I don't really know if it's an opinion, it's like spending it with the people that make that time better. Because if you zoom out on your life, like, imagine you died, right? And your highlight reel that you see right before you die is just you sitting at your desk grinding. And, like, I get it, right? Like, you have to go through that process. Like, what I'm doing right now, I'm in my room alone just recording this video. Nobody's home right now. It's just me. And I've recorded like 2 or 3 videos right now. I've just literally been sitting here the whole time. And so, like, it might seem hypocritical, but I'm acknowledging you have to go through those type of grinds, those phases, if you want to get something. It's just, there's no reason you can't do that and call your folks at the end of the day. Or call your folks midway through. Like, say you need a little break. Say you working, right? And you go on your little lunch break. Call somebody. Call your homie that you haven't talked to in a while. Catch up with them. That shit means more to people than you would ever think. Those are the type of conversations people remember their entire lives, like an actual like event that happened. Like, oh, my homie I haven't seen called me, or oh my gosh, my boyfriend called me. Oh wow, like that's the type of shit like that really sticks with them. That really sticks with people. Call whoever you have, and if you're watching this and you don't got anyone, start finding time to making a circle. And this doesn't mean get fake friends or like act friendly with people you don't really care for. It's more like try and acknowledge that you could be a billionaire alone, but that shit doesn't compare to having a real close village and just being average salary. Like if you got a real close village, that's what billionaires are really trying to get. I believe most people that are really trying to get rich, what they're actually trying to get is a closer community. And it's so ironic because we spend most of our lives grinding and taking jobs we don't want, making a little bit more money here, a little bit more money there, when in reality this shit could be solved with just a phone call. Like if you just call the people that you care about, you don't have to make $1 billion, but you don't have to own an Italian villa. You could own just a normal ass house and just every weekend, cook for everybody. All it takes is time. And if you want to say, oh, I want a butler, I wanted this, or I want to pick up my folks, but in a nicer car, that shit does not mean anything. That shit, like, the amount, like, the percentage of what that means is maybe an extra 5%. But you showing up, you being like, oh, I can pick you up from the airport, that's just the 80. That's just the 90% of what matters. What car you drive, what clothes you wear, all this shit, it does not matter. Like, if you think about the most reliable person are they reliable just because of the clothes they wear? Or because of how attractive they might be? Or what car they drive? Like, if you think about the most reliable person, like, if you were down on your luck and, you call someone to pick you up, whatever, chances are that person, it's not because of their materialistic possessions at all. Like, at all in the slightest. So, I know I kind of, I don't know if I really went off topic per se, but it all has to do with time, because spend your time doing shit that is really gonna improve people. Like 100% keep grinding, right? I hope all of y'all got a dream. If you don't, chase that. Find one, bro. Find a dream to commit your life to, but at the same time, make conscious time for the people in your life, for the people that are close to you, or work on those connections. Make people closer to you. I don't care if you haven't spoken to somebody in years, in months, right, in weeks. It does not matter. As soon as you hit them up, it all goes away, bro. Trust. And that shit be stressing. It'd be very stressful to hit someone up you haven't talked to in a while. I acknowledge that, but the outcome is just so much better than that stress. Like, it means so much more. So spend your time, consciously. Don't be so afraid of failing all the time. That's just part of the process. Just show up, be reliable. That's really it, yo. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched the video, I really, really, really appreciate you, to the craziest extent. And also, like, I respond to every single comment. So even if you comment some bullshit, like if you have a certain type of conversation, if you have something you want to say, bro, I'm gonna respond. But like, I be on this, John, 24/7 damn near. I'm really, really trying to make it, bro. Like, this shit damn near feels like all I got sometimes. So, thank you for watching again. I know I got off topic a little bit, but I love you so much and have a great day. Bless you.